What's happening? Welcome back. It's another Honda with another head gasket issue. Are you shocked? So, for those who don't know, the early warning signs of this is you're going to start your car up and it's going to have a rough idle for a few seconds and it's going to magically just clear out on its own. That's the early signs of typically antifreeze entering the cylinder, then burning away. And then also some of the signs is you're losing coolant, but it's not leaking it on the ground. And so your coolant bottle will always be low, your radiator will be low.
Is 3-bay a head gasket too?
No.
Hyundai? Oh.
No. So we're gonna pull some codes out of this 103,000 mile Honda Accord 1.5 turbo, 2018. Sad that a Honda Accord or a Honda product today can't make it 100,000 miles without major internal engine failure. Same thing with Acura. So we have a random misfire with a cylinder 3. Random misfire, cylinder 2 and 3. All right, so let me show you the codes. Cylinder 2, 300, 303. So 2 and 3.
What's up, man?
How are you? I'm shooting a video, so whatever you got to do, talk to Rachel about it, and then I'll get back with you.
And she's the best in the world.
Thank you. So cylinder 2 and 3 with the random misfire code could be generated from the cylinder 2 and 3 because it didn't ID it. Even though the engine light is not on and the car appears to run fine right now, I'm going to tell you when the engine cools off, antifreeze is going to leak down in the cylinders. So let's pull some spark plugs out and let's take a look at it. So even though it logged a random, it's saying I don't know which one's misfiring, but it did ID 2. And I could smell antifreeze just naturally right here, and I don't believe that we have an antifreeze leak, but I smell it, and I am the smeller of antifreeze. And the antifreeze will drip into the exhaust system and burn off and leave an odor without you really seeing it when it's only little droplets. I suspect when we do this here and as it cools off, we're going to see antifreeze intrusion. So let's pull it apart. Coming to you live. Let's pull it down. Let's pull it apart. And then we'll bust out the digital borescope camera, and we'll see if we can't find antifreeze in those cylinders. I'm going to tell you that we're going to find antifreeze in those cylinders. Now the engine's hot, and I was just out beating the snot out of it to see if it will misfire and throw every dash warning light on based on their diagnostic strategy. And this thing is looking for the beginning of a misfire. This is a very, very high-tech misfire strategy on this car. And it's looking for a misfire at a low point, and it's looking for a misfire at a high point, because you can have a misfire that's so slight you will never notice it, and then you'll have one that's so heavy that it will emit a warning light. So this one is giving you the early warning misfire and the heavy warning misfire in this diagnostic strategy. So let's pull it apart. Kudos to Honda for that, right? Typically, in the past, an engine light would only illuminate if a misfire was heavy enough to damage the catalytic converter. Well, now that holds true for it today, but with a different diagnostic strategy. Never pull spark plugs hot, so they say. I say pull them if you got them. Right, Caleb?
Yep.
Pull them if you got them.
Make sure that your hands can withstand the heat.
Make sure your hands can stand the heat.
Yeah, if you have some nice callus stuff, heat resistant hands, I'm definitely not pulling spark plugs hot. Even with our hands, you gotta put them down pretty quick.
Today it got me a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta put them down pretty quick.
So I'm going right for cylinder 2 and cylinder 3. Because I'm going to tell you, my guarantee the intake valves are not maintenance on this engine. I'll guarantee that. So look at the spark plugs. Fouled. What we're concerned with is antifreeze. Right now, if I smell it, and then you can see, look how clean that spark plug ground strap is. So if you see a clean spark plug ground strap, look at the difference here. Clean, slightly clean, but not exactly clean. That's usually antifreeze entering the cylinder. And if someone put a set of new spark plugs in recently, which I doubt, but it is possible, because I don't know the history of this car. This piston is clean. We have our answer.
Can you turn the brightness down?
Why is it so bright today? Can I turn? I don't think you can on this.
Just did.
Did I?
There we go.
Oh, good. We had a little spooge on it. That could be steam messing it up too. Tito's trying to get us a view.
I think there's too much steam in the cylinder for us to get a really good view.
Go in the next cylinder.
See how cloudy?
Yeah.
That's better.
Aha. See the difference in the piston?
Oh yeah.
Get in there. Get in that hole. Get all the way in. So there you go.
I mean, that's got some sludge on it.
So that is not good. Nah, that time didn't do you any justice. That's the wet on there.
Mhm.
Go on the other cylinder. You can see how clean the other
Mhm.
cylinder is.
Oh yeah.
The pistons. I mean, can you get the glare off of it?
That's all steam in that cylinder. That's why it's fogging up so fast.
Yep. All right. So this is only because of the way that we know how to do things. Go back in cylinder 2. So this thing has a head gasket problem on top of a carbon valve problem. And that's why Honda just puts cylinder heads on these, only to band-aid it. Yep. So that's antifreeze that's just dribbling in that cylinder. That's not fuel. That's antifreeze puddling on top of the hot piston, and then the other piston's so clean, but that's so hot it's steaming. Go in another cylinder again. Look how clean that piston is. Okay, there you go. And if we let this cool completely off, you would see drops of antifreeze in cylinder 3 more than cylinder 2. All right, guys, thanks for watching.